Breaking overnight, President Biden said the U.S. would get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if China tries to take it by force.
Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes.
You are.
That's a commitment we made. That's a commitment we made. We are not, look, here's the situation. We agree with a one China policy. We signed on to it, and all the attendant agreements made from there. But the idea that it can be taken by force, just taken by force, is just not appropriate. It will dislocate the entire region and be another action similar to what happened in Ukraine.
President Biden take you by surprise when he stated categorically that the U.S. would defend Taiwan militarily if China invaded?
Well, I won't comment on what the president said, and except to say that the United States policy is codified and has been codified in the Taiwan Relations Act and the 3 communiques, the 6 assurances, and that's well known. It's been U.S. policy for a considerable length of time. I'm sorry, General. I'm just going to interrupt you there because the President sure. is the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. military, and he said that the U.S. would defend Taiwan militarily if China invaded. Is that him asking you to prepare for that? Well, we are always prepared for all kinds of different contingencies, and it would be I don't think it would be wise for me to broadcast on the media what we prepare for in the future. I would just leave the policy as it is, and obviously we take our direction from the Commander-in-Chief, and we'll do as directed. And I would tell you that we are quite prepared to deal with any contingencies that occur.
And Eunice Yoon joins us now with a reaction in Beijing. Well, just tell us, what is the reaction, Eunice?
Well, I'll tell you the reaction in Beijing, but there was also a big reaction, I think, worldwide, and especially among foreign policy folks, because the problem that people had was when President Biden used the word commitment. So he said that the U.S. has a commitment to defend Taiwan in such an event. And this is a deviation from standard American policy, which is based on the concept of strategic ambiguity. So the idea is that the U.S. kind of keeps it fuzzy, purposely leaves it vague as to what it would do. And you could see the reaction by the White House kind of signals that, where they walked back very quickly those comments by reiterating the U.S.'s long-held position to uphold the one China policy and also to defend Taiwan, or to support Taiwan defending itself. Now, as you can imagine, the Chinese slammed those remarks, very, very upset, said that Biden should not underestimate the resolve of China to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity. Though this headline, though, seems to have overshadowed, though, or still in the limelight away from what really was a bigger story out of Tokyo, and that is that President Biden had unveiled the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, which involves pretty much every single economy out here, except for China. And I think what's interesting about it is that right out of the gates, President Biden made it clear that this is not about trade, it's not about tariffs, maybe learning some lessons from the marketing of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, another big economic pact that the U.S. had marketed out here long ago, but instead saying that this is about rule setting. And I think you could see there's a long list of different types of rules that it would set, say labor, environment, tax, and investment. But what's significant is that they want to change the attitude towards supply chains. So there's actually an interesting inclusion of countries on this list. So you have pretty much all of the production competitors to China on this list. So India, Indonesia, the Philippines. I mean, this is all quite significant. And then you also have the other side of the coin with supply chains. So South Korea is on this list. not like with TPP, Japan and the United States. So all of these places which are kind of on the high end with all the companies that are making all these high-tech gadgets. There's been some talk that maybe Taiwan is going to get somehow involved as well, guys. Would be really interesting if that were the case. But obviously, this looks like a way for the U.S. to pressure companies to diversify away from China. And, as you can see by me wearing my mask, zero COVID is already kind of incentivizing a lot of companies to rethink how much investment they want to have in this country.